Are you ready? I know how to do it. Ready?
Here we go.
Because it's going to go on just like this.
Keep it live.
Hey, Perno. All the girls, they think you're so hot and buff. How do you explain that?
Just look at me.
There you go, our little audience over here. Yo, guys, Carlucci Show, welcome. Little live, sort of live, with, I don't know, Tommy Guns, Tommy Cheeseballs. I know him as Tommy Perno. I'm going to get right into it.
AKAs.
It's been a year. My last guest was, we all know who Big Pussy is from The Sopranos. Vincent Pastore. Great guy, great interview, good times. So yeah, it's good to be back. We are here at Shoreline Media in Asbury Park, New Jersey, right around the corner from where I live. And this place is fucking awesome, isn't it?
It's really nice.
Isn't this like, guys, honestly, I say this is like working at Google or like something like that.
This is really nice.
It's like Disneyland of fucking, so, you know, this is Joe Cernio. He's an actor. He was actually on my show. He signed my poster right there. That you blocked it, and my pumpkin beer is blocking it.
You know what? Well,
yeah, that's good.
it happens.
So, yeah.
That's more important what's in that bag.
You say it happens.
You said important.
So Tommy and I, we went out a couple weeks ago with our girls. We had a good night, right? We went to the beer garden.
Great night.
And if you wanted a show, we should have fucking filmed that.
That was a crazy.
Because this isn't going to be half as good as that night.
What about the fucking bouncer that night?
Yeah, that bouncer was standing against the wall like fuck all night, and he was following us everywhere we went.
He could not wait till we left.
He could.
When we left, I swear to God, that motherfucker threw a party.
Yeah,
and
we were the only
go
ones in
upstairs.
there.
We're going back upstairs for another drink. What did he say? I think they're. I'm pretty sure they're closed upstairs.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here!
Did you see their faces?
Fool.
It was just us, and they were
like,
"Oh fuck, we got our hands tied here with these guys."
Yeah, we should have duct taped them.
It was a good time. So I'm thankful to Joe Cernio. I'm thankful to Shoreline Media. It's gonna be my new studio. I could be here. I could be all over this place. It's awesome. Thankful to all you guys. We got a little crew here now filming. Johnny, Ricky, Chris,
Cheers, brothers,
and Mike. Cheers, buddy. Yeah, guys, pumpkin beer.
Put them down, bro. Yo,
so,
you know what?
As I was telling Tommy,
dick.
I bought non-alcoholic beer, and I had to go run out and fucking get pumpkin beer. So this has been a bad night with beer.
Did you just hear that?
Yeah.
He bought non-alcoholic.
Accidentally bought non-alcoholic beer.
Accidentally. Just think about that for a minute.
Accidentally.
Is that even feasible?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking
There's
to the
no
camera.
one there.
That's what I do.
You're losing your mind.
I lost it.
I lost it. So Tommy Perno, I've been waiting for this. I mean, it's got to be going on 19 years. But I've been doing radio for 13, okay? You are, of all the people I've interviewed, all the fucking signatures here, everything that I've ever done, and I haven't amounted to shit.
That's not true.
No, I know, I'm only kidding. That's because the radio industry is all fucking podcasts now. It just completely died. So this is where we got to go.
You're a nice, little, slightly overweight guy.
I'm a great artist.
Sense of humor.
Slightly
and does a
overweight.
great gay voiceover.
Yes, it's true. Slightly overweight. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Just looking.
Yeah. So Tommy and I go way back. We've known each other for 28 years. We're both 46 years old.
I am 46.
Jesus. So if you don't know what that is, we're big Beavis and Butthead fans. And we went to the college in New Jersey. That's when Beavis and Butthead was really big. We used to yell at each other through the dorm windows. He was in another dorm, like on the 11th floor, and I was on the second floor. So all day it was like, Perno!
Wolf 9, bro.
Was there Wolf 9?
Wolf 9.
I was Travers too.
Yo, they're knocking them down this year.
Are they really?
They're knocking them down.
So Perno used to take pots and throw them out his window onto the fucking cafeteria windows.
There was a glass food court. And
all you heard all day was...
We were trying to break that glass since we started school freshman year after football camp. As soon as we broke camp.
You did.
I got thrown out of the first dorm.
Yep.
And then moved there. And I started immediately trying to break that fucking that glass.
If you were sitting in your dorm and you had nothing to do, you just go, you know what? I wonder what Perno's doing right now. And you look out your window and you'd hear him like arguing with somebody up on the floor, or you would just see something drop. Boom! You'd be like, ah, Perno's at it again.
I got pretty creative with that shit. One time I filled up a fucking iced tea tub, you know, with the sugar shit, the powder. I filled that up with fucking water to throw out. We ran out. We were going through the trash on every floor to find something heavy enough to fucking break this glass.
Yeah, but we used to throw water off the side of from like the 11th floor to pretend we were throwing up, which is like the least horrible thing that we did in those fucking dorms. And people would be walking and we'd be like, ugh! They'd be like, oh my God.
You do know about our friends that used a 3-man slingshot from the roof of Wolf.
I do not.
And hit a high school tour with a bag of human shit?
Did you really?
I do.
That's
I did
awesome.
not. I did not. I did not.
The best about when they used to do the high school tours is
But it happened.
Mark Johnson, you, me, Winslow, everybody.
Johnson.
The fathers used to imagine this horror story. Imagine this, your father. The fucking fathers would bring their daughters close to the door and walking up to the doors, and we would go, "Just leave them. We'll take care of them from here."
Wow.
And the guys are like, "What the fuck? Are you
Yeah,
kidding?"
I'll fucking. I hit you with a hollow point.
What's
at
that
that
all
point.
about? What's it about?
I would hit you with a hollow point.
I know, right?
Yeah, because look at. Are you kidding me? Were you absent the day they taught fucking math?
Can you fix that, please?
Yeah, of course I can, because you know what? I understand mathematics, and it's got to be
No,
kind
watch.
of centered, you asshole.
No, see now it's gonna
It's not
tip.
So then you compensate in a different way. Watch this, and make it tip right
Beautiful.
to
There you go.
See what I'm saying? See?
You did
know
good.
why? Because
So-
I went to college for 10 years. That's
Yeah, how long did you go to the College of New Jersey or Trenton State to us?
allegedly 4 years, and
Allegedly
then I
4 years.
transferred to William Patterson, and then broke my leg coaching wrestling bad, and wound up then taking a hiatus, and then graduated from Fairleigh Dickinson.
You went to 3 colleges.
Yeah,
You're
and,
smart.
And my buddy John from Sears and Silliness, he goes, apparently they give it, because I said, I have a master's degree in administrative science there. And he goes, apparently Fairleigh Dickinson gives out master's degrees to just anybody.
I'm wondering the same fucking thing.
What do you mean, you fucking asshole?
I mean, what did you get a master's in?
What did you just see? Who fixed your fucking sign?
So
Weights and measures.
wait a minute, hold on.
Not absent. Were you absent that day they taught that?
So you guys want to know? You want me
on,
to start telling the
balance scale,
stories?
you
You want to
know
know how
what I
fucked up he is? Okay.
Oh.
You can tell he's a little nutty. You know, we're a little nutty. Okay.
Bit naughty.
But the thing is that I always said when you watch that MTV show is that's him. People are like, is that really him? I said, fuck yeah, that's him. All right.
Well, to an extent.
But you weren't acting. Basically,
no,
you were,
I
you
don't
were
act,
you.
but the way that they depicted
And we'll
me.
get into that. That's a big story. But what I'm saying is, when we were in football,
Did you just pivot me back?
no, we're not. That's too
That's
good to
called a
talk about
pivot.
right now.
That's
I
called
know.
a pivot.
We're doing the small talk bullshit right now, the boring stuff, getting out of the way.
Is it
But this is actually not
You
boring
want me to put
because
on a surgical glove and take the prostate, make it more interesting?
yeah, you said you brought him.
I'm a doctor.
Now I haven't said
Go right in the back pocket.
the last
Yeah,
time.
that's why I had you bring. Yeah.
There he goes.
Seriously, this is my to-go bag. I got my cigars and
And your
a
gloves.
bunch of surgical.
We're gonna do a
gloves.
prostate exam. I can't wait. We'll do it afterwards.
We got enough just in case anything happens.
Okay, good.
You know what I mean?
So we do a thing called skits, right? You didn't think I was
Skits?
gonna bring this?
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Never those
So
things,
we
boy.
do skits before the coaches come in, and they kind of know they wait in the hallway. So the freshmen always do fucked up things. Perno comes into the room, sits on the stage, and he goes, "All right, guys." He goes, "Here." He takes a Pepsi cup. Back then it was
I
always
walked
a
in. I
Pepsi
walked
cup.
around to everybody in that fucking lecture
Every
hall.
single fucking senior, and these guys are already looking like, what the fuck? Every senior sat there and hocked a loogie into this cup. And when I'm talking like Tank and all those guys,
Oh God, they
it
went
was,
nuts. Tank, you asshole. I love you, bro,
and
but
he was
you
talking
killed me
about
that
you.
day.
He's going to watch this, trust me.
I love.
Perno sat there, and we all looked at each other, and we just go, wow, like, who the fuck is this guy? This is when we realize this guy's a little different than people that we went to high school with.
Well, in what way?
He takes the fucking cup, and I'll never forget it. Tommy, I remember watching it like it was yesterday, and you went, and it just came out real slow.
It really did. It really
And we
did.
were all like, oh my God.
Did I throw up?
No, he drank the whole fucking thing. He drank all their spit.
That's right.
All their loogies. Unbelievable.
Matter of mind.
So just again, I'm reflecting, and we've known each other since college.
I
It's
also
what?
used to eat my own loads.
Yes, you did. I explained that the other
Yeah,
night.
you don't want to pump all that juice out. Keep
Perno
busting
puts
nuts,
his seminal fluid in ice trays.
No, I did.
He used to.
Used to.
And I used to ask him, why are you wearing gloves?
Because I'm about to fucking fuck you in the ass.
Oh, that's great. I can't wait. We'll do it.
Did you get my message?
I'm
when I
looking
said,
forward to it at halftime.
I told you to pucker up your asshole, and I said I'm
Yes.
going to put a finger in
I didn't think
it.
you were actually going to bring
I
that.
said no. I said I was going to put the double thumper in there, and then I
can't
said
wait.
no. I said I'm going to put both fists in there.
Can't
So
wait.
That's why I'm ready.
Can't
to go.
wait.
I'm serious, ready to go. I
go.
know you.
Let's go.
Seriously, you want a pair?
No, I don't
Come on,
care
come
about
on.
the gloves. Let's
Put 'em
talk.
on,
It's
put 'em
been
on.
a long time.
I think it's fun. I think it's funny. I think it's better if you put them on. Don't take them all.
Wait, so you want to have a conversation with fucking gloves on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're just, yeah.
Let's have
Yeah,
a
I think
conversation.
that-
No, I'm not putting on gloves. Here you go. They're good. I'm gonna put
Right,
it-
we could wrap
I don't
this
want
up right
to.
now,
I don't want to
then.
put on your rubber gloves.
I'm done. I'll see you motherfuckers later.
Tommy, sit that ass down. So listen, we'll get into the stuff. We got to talk to you. We're not going to be here all night because we're going to do more shows together. We already discussed this. Tommy and I went to school together. We've known each other 28 years, blah, blah, blah. We got stories out the ass. We're not going to tell them tonight. I was going to get into a couple funny ones, but the only one that I told you I was going to say, which I always say, was, Tommy used to smoke cigarettes. And I don't know if you still do or if.
I mean, according to my life insurance policy,
You don't,
I would
okay.
say no.
So whenever we were sitting in our house, no matter what day of the week it was, the truck used to pull up on our lawn, and we'd be like, "Oh, Pernell's here," because he pulled up right to our front door, and then all of a sudden he walks in, the door opens, and he goes, "Hey guys, what's up, man? Fucking quit smoking today. Fucking quit smoking." And we're like, "Oh man, this kid's never gonna change." We're like, "Good job, Tommy. Quit smoking." He goes, "Yeah, you fucking believe that? You believe that?" Horseshoeing, dip. I mean, we all dipped.
I put a half a can in
20
my
years.
mouth every dip.
Oh, every
It was
time.
bad.
20 years. So we had a good time. We have a million stories, not going to get into it. So we're going to get into the nitty gritty of it. It's good to see you. Me and you reconnected. It's been 16 fucking years, I believe, right? Yeah, 2006.
At least 16 or 17.
So we were always dear friends, hanging out. Everything was beautiful. And then one day you get this opportunity. And then, like, I don't even know how we all found out about it. We were like calling each other. Like, "Did you fucking hear that? Pernell's like that?" No, none of us knew.
Yeah.
We didn't know until we saw the show because I didn't talk to you in like a year. So I'm just sitting there, and all of a sudden I look, and you see the your arm.
Oh, yeah.
With the bag over
Bag
your shoulder.
over. Yeah.
And I'm like,
I walk into the house,
I
right?
call everybody. I'm like, "Is that Pernell?" Everybody's like, "Is that fucking Pernell?"
You guys remember? I had that entrance thing.
Yeah, that was insane. So you've been asked this in your interviews, and I'm not trying to be cliche, but my audience hasn't heard. Take me through this because it's a wild fucking story. How you got this shot? You deserved it because you really were better than anybody else, and they're probably glad they didn't use those chicks. That's
they started to, which is another interesting
story.
So we went to Merge one night. I believe
actually a crazy
I believe
story.
it was July 4th weekend, 19 years ago, and we're down there. We're gonna get fucked up, and it was me, Tank, and all his buddies and all their girlfriends. And we went to Merge early so we could get stamped, and then we were gonna go to Temptations to get stamped, so we didn't have to wait on lines. Then we go, drink more or whatever, do whatever, and then go back. Well, we're in Merge, and Tank gets in a fight with his girl, and all the girls leave, and they're going to Temps, and Tank's like, "Do you care if we just stay here tonight?" And I said, "Bro, I'm with you, wherever you want." So we stayed there, and we got fucking wasted. And it was like 10:30 at night. It was fucking early. I am the only fucking person on the dance floor just dancing like
Did
a
you have your
fucking
fedora and it was "Don't Appreciate Me"?
It's not a fedora, bro.
What is
Do you
that?
Not know. No, you know what? Google it, motherfucker.
I thought it was a
Google
fedora.
That ain't
I
no
don't think
fedora.
you're
That ain't no fedora, bro.
Sorry.
Fedora's got a rim around the whole thing.
I like the hat. I like it. It was a nice hat.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just saying it was. I wouldn't have wore it, but you wore it well. I wear them now. I didn't wear them back
You guys
then.
used to look at me like, "What the fuck is she doing?"
Yeah,
What is he
but you were
wearing
known
today?
for that hat. But this is a great story. I
Yeah,
love it.
so I'm dancing and there's nobody else on the dance floor, and some dude comes up and taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around and I'm startled because it's just a dude, and he said, "Hey, would you be interested in doing a show on MTV?" And I said, "Get the fuck out of here!
Who
you
are
fag.
you?
What are you doing, bro?" And he said, "No, I'm serious." He said, "Would you be interested in doing a show for MTV?" And I said, What are you talking about? He goes, "Well, the executive producer is outside." He goes, "I'd like you to go talk to him." So I said, "Listen, if we go outside and there's no executive producer,
You stepped in shit.
I'm going to break your fucking legs."
Yeah.
And
he
he
really
goes,
does say
I can assure you that there's an executive producer out there. Yeah, I know. So sure as shit, though, we walk out, and his name was Banks Tarver. Right there, and I'll never forget this man. First question he asked me, he goes, "You seem pretty fucking animated. Could you be this animated in front of a camera?" I said, "Yeah, but probably better with no clothes on."
Yeah.
So he started laughing, and he said, "Can we come and interview you on camera tomorrow?" And I said, "Yeah. What time?" And I think he said like 11 o'clock or something. And I'm like, "Oh my
Best part of the story is you banged it out the rest of the night.
I stayed up all night.
You must be talking to fucking girls all night. Like, I got MTV tomorrow.
No, you know what? No,
You didn't
because
say
I
anything?
didn't. No, because I was kind of in a relationship at the time, and that was really getting fucked up, going up and down, and I wasn't sure that I was gonna do it yet.
Okay.
So they come the next day. I stay up the whole night. In fact, the scene in the show when you see me coming out onto that fucking patio, onto that porch, and I'm double fisting, that was like 9 o'clock in the morning, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so they showed up, and there was like 4 or 5 of them. Well, I think 4 hours. They're filming me, asking me questions.
I'm in sales 23 years. This guy sold better than I probably ever sold in my entire life. When you hear the rest of this.
Where was I at now?
I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So you're double fisting it. They fucking come up to you.
Oh yeah. So they showed up and everything, and by the time they showed up, I was already fucking 3 sheets to the wind. So everything they asked me, and I'm like, I know what these motherfuckers want. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give it to them, and I did. And you know what?
What do you mean give it to them? I'm
just
being
showing me
liar.
because I know. My whole life, everyone told me that if they fucking filmed you, it'd be a hit show.
Yeah.
So they're wrapping it up and everything, and they said, "Well, we'll be in touch." And I said, "No." I said, "You need to let me know by Monday." Now this was a Saturday afternoon or Saturday morning. They started the camera interview, and we'll let you know by Monday. And I said, "No. If you don't let me know before you leave this house, then my answer is no."
Here's my biggest question.
Yeah.
Did you say that because you really didn't give a fuck, or did you really want this?
No, I did not really want it. I wanted the girl that I was with more at the time.
Okay.
We were engaged on and off, and I would not have done it had things been different between her and I.
Okay.
That weekend that I went down there,
America has her to thank. The world has her to thank. And Tank.
Yes.
Because you guys stayed late.
Shit. Wow. Is America really gonna thank that girl? She ripped my heart out of my chest.
Fuck it.
Really?
They all
Fuck
did.
her! Look at me now, bitch! Say hi to your boyfriend.
All right, so then the
So
best.
they tell me. So the guy tells me, Bishop Banks goes, "Tommy, since the second I met you,
I've always loved you.
I knew I was going with you." I said, "Okay."
Yeah, I wouldn't put that by them.
So then they sent me the contract and everything. I signed it, and we started filming the next week.
Now
and
you did not get paid, or you don't want to talk about it?
I did not get paid for the show, for the True Life show.
Jesus. Okay. I would have accepted it too because
They said I get it. It's True Life, so
Yeah.
if you're being paid, whatever. And I understood that.
After this, you guys are gonna go home and watch this, and you're gonna shit. You're like, "This is the fucking kid that." If you didn't see it.
Yeah, you guys are a little younger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad shit. Anyway, apparently people still want to see it after 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
So we start filming the next week, and now so they filmed me on Friday night, and they're filming a girl's house too. They're filming these girls on Saturday night.
Okay.
Well, on that Saturday night, I happened to just go to fucking Bamboo, and guess what? The broads that they're filming are there with the same camera crew. So I see the camera crew, and I'm like, "The fuck you motherfuckers doing here?" They're like, "Oh, the girls are here." And I said, "Wait, the girls are here?" I said, where are they?" So the one guy tells me, so right away, you know what I'm saying? Right in. I'm like, I'm going to fuck this whole thing up. I'm going to get this shit going.
Hey, I tell you.
So I walk over and I just start, I don't know, I think we just started doing shots or something. I don't know. Next thing you know, we're all fucked up. We go back to the girl's house. There's like 10 girls in this house. And they would not let the cameras in when we got back there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What is going on? So, we're hanging out inside and everything, and then all of a sudden it was revealed. I'm not going to say it on the grounds that it may incriminate myself, but they had some good shit in that house. And the bottom line was they didn't want the cameras in there, and I wouldn't either.
Okay.
And so at the end, I was chomping at the bit to just because the camera crew they stayed out in front of this house for 4 hours while we're all getting whacked. You know what I mean?
But how fun is that? Like you just get fucked up and you're on national TV.
Well, this part was not on.
Well,
TV.
no, this is before.
And it was a good time though.
Yeah.
And then you know how I am, and I get impulsive, and I had to.
No.
I got to the point where I was like, I just got to run out there and talk to the camera. So I run right out the front door. I run right to the first camera guy. I grabbed the camera and I put it right to my face. And I said, "These girls are fucked up." And so, I wound up leaving that night or whatever, and they were pretty pissed off that they were let in the house. But they tried for one more week with them. They filmed it for one more week, and then Banks said, "You know what?" He goes, "You're way more exciting," and he said, "So it's going to be the first True Life ever, just about one person. It's going to be about you." And I wasn't even staying in that house. That house, I didn't have a summer share. My parents had a shore house. I ain't paying no motherfucker
and that's
to sleep
the
on
one
their
thing
couch.
I didn't know.
My
that
parents got a house 2 blocks away from there.
I learned that from an interview that you did. I watched on the internet. I was like, "Well, are you fucking kidding me?" Yeah. Like, so
dude, so much of that show was not how
who's
really
the guy?
was.
Whatever happened to the
True
guy?
Life, my ass.
Do you still talk to the guy who goes, "I got a burp from the bottom
That's
of my balls"?
Anthony. I haven't talked to him in a while. We've chatted online.
Bottom of my balls.
You said chatted.
Yeah, you said it.
No, but I haven't spoke to anybody. The only one I had contact with really after the show was Tank for a while, and then life took over, and he had built a great family, a great career, and so and
he had to
kind
be.
of just
He was in the show. He had to be extra.
Yeah, he was supposed to be, but he wasn't always. They fucked that up.
Mm-hmm.
They were supposed to blur out my license plate. They showed my fucking license plate.
Right.
They showed the number of my house in the fucking street.
Now, did anything ever happen with that?
Yeah, so the girl that I met on the show, Michelle.
Right.
She was at my house. Somebody left a rose under her fucking windshield wiper with a little note. Obviously, I know where you are right now, and I know where you'll be later. And writes down, and I guess they wrote down her address, and that they were going to come and rape her and do all this shit and everything else. And she was terrified. And you know what? That girl of all girls did not deserve that. She was Michelle was a great girl, and a sweetheart, and she was scared, and that was fucked up. But yeah, so that fucked a lot of shit up.
You're
and that's
scared
why
too.
you
don't want all these fucking people knowing where you live.
No.
What are you gonna do? You're one person.
I told MTV to I called them up and I spoke to, I forget what the woman's name was. She was a producer, but wasn't the executive producer, whatever. And I called her up and I said, I got lawyers on this right now. I said, if you fucking air that show, you show that show anymore on MTV. Really? I said, I'm coming after you for everything. I said, you read the fucking contract. Read that fucking contract. You know what I mean? I mean, everything that we had spoken about that was supposed to be done, they violated a bunch of them.
Really? Did you get a lawyer?
Basically, but what am I going to do? I can't outspend them in court. Yeah, no. You know what I mean? So, they did what they did, and so they never aired it after that last call.
One thing I'll say about the show, and one thing that we didn't like as your friend, is we knew, and the one thing I learned from doing this show for 13 years, I've had tons of reality stars. Honestly, I can tell you the truth, and I knew you way before this shit, so I don't look at you like that, but you're probably the biggest dude, and I had the housewives of this and that, but in terms of just like singularly, if that's the word, you know what I mean? Like you were a fucking phenom back then. Okay, and I went to the bar with you in the city.
A fucking,
I'll tell the story, but you really were the real deal when it came to that shit. But I will say the one thing that we did not like is, and I learned it again, that they shoot fucking 20,000 hours of footage.
They do,
but they make you look like an asshole.
Yeah,
and you weren't an asshole the whole time, but you were, and any one of us, we would have got fucked.
No, not all the time.
Look at Schnooky. She was drunk, in the Jersey Shore, and even the situation and all this other shit, they were always fucked up.
Fuck him.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah. Go take the fucking pills you juice, bro. You wouldn't fight me on Rough and Rowdy, so you could go fuck yourself.
Yeah, he was supposed to fight the situation.
You're a bitch, bro. You're a bitch. You're a bitch. You're a bitch.
But
you're a fucking cunt,
well, you opened the door for that show. So when that show came out, I was like, Jersey Shore. I said, Perno's the guy who opened that fucking door.
Not one of those.
You were the original guy.
Have $1. They wouldn't have the careers they have.
And they got they got the money. You didn't get the money.
I didn't get the shit. I got, you know what? I got a lot of problems with cops when I told off the meter reader whose father was the fucking mayor.
Exactly.
But those cocksuckers, they come in and they make a lot of money. And notice how they never said my name?
So
they ever thank me?
When you do this,
you hear what I'm fucking saying?
I'm listening to you.
Oh, I'm just making sure.
What's that? Say it again.
You're kind of rolling over when I'm.
I'm listening to you. I'm listening to what you're saying. Go ahead. I wanted to. I'm trying to ask another question that was relative to the situation. That was
You need to
was
wait your
good.
turn.
God, I'll wait
Okay,
my
go
turn.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No,
I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
Go ahead.
When you were doing the show, all right, it's my turn now. I'm fucking talking. When you were doing the show, and I used to ask people this all the time.
I love it,
like,
bro.
is it?
I love it, bro.
Is it? And I think it's bullshit. And one of the last guys, Albie Manzo from the Housewives of New Jersey, he's a great guy. Kim D and stuff like that. I always ask him, I'm like, that's all bullshit. Like, you guys are always fighting about stuff like that. Like, what? All of a sudden, the cameras just walk into the fucking room?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, it's real. I'm like,
Yeah,
it is not real.
It's not real.
And then Albie told me that somebody will whisper in someone's ear and go, do you realize that Perno said this about you or something? So you're acting. But my point is, what is it like to do that? Like,
So that's
do
not
they
completely
do
true.
they wait till you're on?
No, listen. So that there were parts that we filmed in November. Okay, from that summer after in
Afterwards.
November,
Yeah.
and they put that was in the beginning of
you
the summer.
driving down the shore.
Me driving down the shore. That was filmed in November. I was freezing my balls off in the fucking caddy. He's like, I want you to take ball, open the sunroof, the windows. Are you a fucking? What the fuck, bro?
Yeah.
It's like fucking 30 degrees outside, man. You know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, and I'm there, nigga, like a guinea tear, sleeveless shirt and shit.
whatever
My
happened to
nipples could cut through fucking
What happened to
glass.
that caddy? You love that caddy.
He got destroyed in Sandy, man. I love that caddy.
You love that caddy.
Oh my god.
But did they tell you like the night before? Okay, Tommy, we're coming at 2:00, so be ready. Get all fucked up.
No, they just stayed with me the whole weekend.
So they just stayed there. They were in the house.
Wherever the fuck I was, I woke up with the cameras on me.
Yeah, with the whoopee.
Yeah. Well, that's only one of them. Every fucking day I woke up with them.
So you basically stayed there like every weekend.
No, when I woke up with my whoopee and everything, that's my parents' house.
That's your parents' house.
My parents'
fucked
house.
up, man. This
yeah,
isn't true
dude.
life.
It's not.
This isn't true life. It's a fucking lie.
It isn't. And let me tell you something.
It doesn't matter.
There is no such thing as reality television because
Yeah.
once you put a camera on somebody, they're not who they normally are.
Yes,
Plain
I
and
agree.
simple.
And honestly,
so there's no such thing.
my take,
And they stage shit. They stage shit.
That's what I'm saying. They
And
stage
100%. They, do they stoke the fires? 100 fucking %. Did they pay for my booze?
They did.
Yes, they did.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
There
So,
you go. That's
and
the
in
only thing
fact,
that
you know what? And in fact, wait, this is great to tell. So, I hosted a couple shows for them. Top 5 countdowns of True Life history and this shit, whatever. So there were other people there from past True Life shows that were big.
you like a fucking pig.
So he's
God
dead.
rest
He's
his
dead.
soul,
God
I
rest
know.
his soul.
Yeah, he was a cool guy.
Yeah. But he wasn't there. But I remember the
guy who
girl
got
with
his
the pink
ass
poodle.
shaved.
He was there.
Yeah.
The bodybuilder Anthony.
Yeah.
I think it was his name. There was a couple of people there, and we're there fucking waiting in the conference room, and the fucking bitch producer comes in. She's like, "We're gonna be like another hour or two. They're having a problem with the studio or whatever," and I am fucking freaking out because they sent the limo to bring me into Times Square, which was great, but I drank the whole 6-pack on the way there. So now I'm waiting for over a fucking hour and a half. I got no beer. I haven't had a fucking cigarette. And I'm fucking bugging out. And so's everybody else in there.
All right.
So I asked for a credit card. And I got laughed at. And I said, no problem. We're all leaving right now. Unless you give us a credit card and we go to TGI Fridays across the street. Right in Times Square. So these dumbasses give me a credit card.
Oh,
MTV.
Jesus. And you did the whole restaurant.
I bought every single person, everything
I knew it
that
as
was
soon
in
as you
there the
said
whole time on MTV's tab. And when they called there looking for me, I told them I'm not taking the call right now. I'll see them when I'm fucking done. And I went up 4 hours later. 4 hours later,
That's
we
awesome.
were all shit-faced, which turned into me not nailing anything on the first time. And
you were fucked up when you were hosting?
oh my God.
Oh, that's awesome.
They told me not to memorize shit.
Did they encourage you to be drunk during the show? Did they encourage you to drink,
I mean, yes.
Because they knew they were going to get
I mean,
the best
yes.
material.
I mean, yes. I mean, yeah.
Like you're a fucking 8.5 sober, and
What?
they know that you're 13 when you're
Well,
fucked
I'm
up,
at 10 sober.
and you're like
at
19,
15,
exactly,
20.
Okay. And you know what? I was going to bring this up. The craziest thing about
When
you,
I'm drunk.
I haven't seen you in 16 years. He was fucked up then, and he had all this energy. You're worse now. How do you have this energy at 46 years old? You ain't. Am I wrong?
Correct.
I said to him the other day, I said, Tommy, how do you do this?
I have a 7-year-old, bro, who has more energy than anybody in the history of this world. And she runs me ragged. So
and that's
if
awesome.
I get 2 to 4 hours sleep a night, I'm lucky.
But I just can't. I wish I had your energy.
When do you do laundry? When do you prepare the meals for her school and shit? I got to do it when she goes to sleep because that's.
But this is what I love too: is that you're now a family man. You got a daughter. You got a 7-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, do you, when you had her, did you just say, okay, it's time to settle down and put Tommy Cheeseballs away a little bit, or did you just say, I'm going to still be me, but I'm going to raise her? Like, how did you?
So I put it away really before that. It got to the point where I
know the character you did. You kind of brought it back. I'm just saying, just you're up there. You're animated. Did you say I'm going to kind of be a little bit more?
No, I just I was finally happy and fulfilled. I guess is the word. In my life, and I had met a woman and I married her, and she had 2 daughters that I basically raised, and I love them dearly.
You still talk to them?
I haven't had any contact with them in a few years. One of them there was an issue with, and that I won't get into, and the other one, she didn't want to live in the same house where things happened with my wife who passed away. Mm-hmm. So she didn't want to be in that house, which I understood. And but you know how I am. If somebody leaves, I don't burn bridges. I blow them up. So I did that.
So you've had it rough in the last couple of years, coming off of and you know what, we're gonna get there, but I want to close out the whole fucking show thing.
Okay.
When you left. Okay. Now, one thing I was saying about the show is that what we noticed, because we've known you since I've known you since I was 18 years old. They didn't really put you in a fucked up light. All they did was they put you in, with all your fights, and it was you're looking for the girl of your dreams down at the Jersey Shore.
So I'm glad you brought that up.
So I'm just telling you, you didn't really embarrass yourself.
But first of all, listen, I was looking for the girl of my dreams each and every day of my fucking life. I mean, aren't we all doing that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously.
We are.
I mean, unless you already found her, that's what you're doing. It wasn't at the shore or wherever.
Find her. I'll find her.
Listen, I'm not gonna fucking look. See, that's them. Talking about that shit. Is that your pumpkin?
That's a whole nother story. But God,
I'm gonna spread your ass cheeks like a pumpkin.
Let's go, baby. I'm sitting there talking to this kid, and his fucking plastic gloves on the table.
All of a sudden the gloves. Yeah, all of a sudden you see the reason.
The gloves are off.
He sees the reason. You see what I'm saying? I brought him full circle.
Just
he
look
didn't
and go,
even know it.
why is there gloves, rubber gloves on the fucking table?
Because he could get dirty.
Oh, Jesus.
See if you say with an English accent.
Move it or lose it, sister.
There we go. There we go.
So when you were done with the show, you skyrocketed everywhere you went. It was like, who the fuck, Tommy Cheeseball, blah, blah, blah. And Albie told me the same thing. He goes, Greg, I'm at Club 46 on Route 46.
Club 46. Yeah.
No, it's...
Now it's 46 Lounge.
46 Lounge, whatever it is. He goes, I'll never forget this. He goes, on a Tuesday night, I was waiting in line. He goes, the show comes out Wednesday. I went back Thursday. I was VIP. Yeah. Everybody in the fucking place knew who I was. Did you overnight, like once they aired it, was it like... Because obviously when you're filming it, nobody knows who you are.
So it did and it didn't. I always used to just grease the bouncers. I never wanted to wait on lines. You're out there and losing my buzz and shit, Yeah. So I'd throw the bouncer a couple bucks, always. And so I knew most of the bouncers at most of the places.
Yeah, but didn't the fact that the MTV
but then that changed it.
You?
That changed it big time. I mean, and
they let you in?
Well, that of course. And it would always be right to the VIP.
Now, do they have arrangements with the bar that you were coming? Because I bounced for 18 years.
They'd put me in a VIP and they'd give me bottle service and whatever I wanted was paid.
Yeah. And as I know personally, because I went with you to that place in fucking New York,
yeah.
Perno comes up to me, he goes in my ear, we're sitting there, we're getting bottle service, and he goes, watch my back, Carlucci. He goes, the girls love me, but the guys fucking hate me. Yeah, I saw firsthand.
You know why? Because look at me, man.
Well, they're jealous. Everybody, I can honestly say, I saw firsthand how pathetic people are. They want a piece of people that are celebrities or have fame, so that they go home and they can tell their friends. That guy with Ronnie on the boardwalk, he was fucking doing that just so he can tell people.
Absolutely.
And Ronnie's like, leave me alone, dude. I'm just like walking, I'm going home.
Yeah, there's a lot of scumbags out there. Whatever, man.
So did you just skyrocketed overnight? Everybody knew who you were everywhere you went.
It was instant.
How did you handle it? Like, were you getting a lot of...
Not well.
You didn't.
And at first I enjoyed it.
It must have been like a drug at first.
It was. Well, you know what was really the drug was was when the cameras were on me, because that's when everybody was like, "Why the fuck are they filming this guy? Who is this guy?" You know, and everybody was saying that. You know, and that to me that was definitely. You know, I like that part. But
did people come up to you all night because the cameras
no matter
were
where, yes, but then after the show aired, no matter where I went, no matter what time of day it was, no matter who I was with, no matter what the situation, people would come up. I mean, I'd be having dinner with my girls coming up and giving me their number. I mean, right to the dinner table.
Just
Yo,
look
we're
at
fucking.
me.
They serious, like no, but you know,
it sucks.
like you know, it got to the point where I didn't feel comfortable anywhere. I couldn't be like that. Just an anonymous person just chilling and having a fucking meal or fucking drinking. You know, I got all these eyes on me and everything else, and you know, I'm probably gonna have to fight my way out.
People sizing you up all the time, always want to fight.
Constantly.
Because that's how MTV depicted you, dude.
Yeah, well, because you know why? Because they couldn't obviously put anything on TV that I didn't say or do.
Right.
But by fucking cutting out what happened previously to that led up to that changed the whole fucking perception of what happened. And that's exactly what they did. And that's what pissed me off the most. I listen, I know who the fuck I am.
Best part of that show is the dick you do.
Yeah.
When you're on the fence.
So,
you know why your nose sticks out?
Yeah.
Well, no, your because your nose sticks out more than your dick you do.
No, your stomach sticks out more than your dick you do.
I loved it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that fucking cocksucker. Yeah, you know, I tortured him for years, man. Yeah, it didn't go well. So you remember that do you remember that shot though? I'm so fucked up. I'm in the bathroom, I take my fucking shirt off. And I put it on, and I got it backwards and inside out.
Yeah.
The tag's right here, and Tank's trying to talk
He's
to
with
me,
you all the
telling
time. I
me.
didn't even notice Tank.
And then my buddy Evan, he's looking in the mirror, and he's looking at his hair and shit. It's just, it's really.
And they're
funny.
playing corn in the
really
background.
Going on. Yeah, dude,
or whatever.
it was fucking crazy, man. But yeah, that dude was a scumbag.
But you're the perfect example because everybody loves the fame. You actually didn't like it.
No,
again, this is kind of cliche. Like, oh, so you get, you don't like the fame.
I had
like,
fame without the money. I had being a celebrity without celebrity money.
Yeah.
You know, so when these motherfuckers go out and they got fucking bodyguards and everything else.
The thing about the reason why you should be proud of that, no matter what came about it, negativity, positivity, is that you were that guy without the national TV audience or the worldwide audience, wherever you went.
Yeah.
So you had that opportunity to actually show that. Like you were meant for that, is what I'm saying. You were destined for that. So never fucking regret that you did it.
I mean, regret's a powerful word. Would I do it again, knowing what I know now? I would not.
Yeah.
However, at the time, I remember the Eminem song, "Lose Yourself."
Yeah.
You get one moment to change everything you ever wanted.
Right.
And that to me was it. And I actually, before I said yes, I went and tracked down my ex-fiance at the time, and we had just broken up a few days prior, and I said I waited outside her work. She came out, and all I wanted to do was just say, "Listen, I have an opportunity. If you don't want me to do it, I won't do it."
Right.
Instead, she comes out of the bank that she worked at, and she sees me, runs to her car, gets in, fucking starts it, and takes off and calls the fucking cops as I'm fucking following her.
Really?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Trying to explain that one. No, I wasn't following her. No. Yeah, what were you doing here? I was going to 7-Eleven. Yeah. Which one?
I
one that way.
I can honestly say, everybody wanted a piece of you. Everybody.
Yeah.
And that's not normal with the reality stars. It's usually just, it's either, fuck you, I don't know who you are, or can I have your autograph, or something like that. Everybody wanted a piece of you.
Yeah.
Or the guys, at least.
Yeah.
And it's
amazing how I'm still here.
It's fucked up.
Amazing how I'm still here.
So, and I had to ask you this personally, and I want to ask you here. You, which we were always, and I was always a little bit leery about, and I was like, I felt bad. You had it at that time, but that's the thing, man. You said, fuck this. It's not worth all this fame and blah, blah, blah. So you went a different direction. You went on with your life, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not going to say regret because that's a good point. It's not worth saying regret. But do you reflect? Do you what's the word I'm looking for? Do you look back on it and say, man, I could have done some things. I could have gotten into the entertainment business with this personality and became somebody in that business.
Not
saying that you should have.
I would be lying if I didn't say that hasn't crossed my mind. However, what follows right after that in my mind is, remember how it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, I became like an agoraphobe. You know, I didn't even want to leave my house.
Exactly.
I mean, didn't matter where the fuck I went. I mean, I'm in the Red Rock on fucking Sunset in Hollywood with Doogie Howser. And nobody recognizes him, and everybody's coming up to me. And he throws a shit fit. He threw a shit fit. Why is that? He goes, no offense, but you have no talent. You did a reality show.
Yeah.
And I said, bro, you were Doogie fucking Howser. He was a
That,
cool
but
dude.
I'm
He was
trying
a cool
to say
dude, though.
that's actually what you.
This was
went.
before anybody knew he wasn't out there that he was, you know, Finocchio. So
He says
it is what it is.
it is what it is. Exactly. I'm just saying.
So what else you got, bro?
No, I'm asking. So you, I can honestly say,
I didn't want it anymore.
when I went out with you that night, okay, so, and we're not going to get into this, but when I went out with you that night, I'm just saying firsthand, not many people have the firsthand experience.
Yeah.
You called me up. I still remember it. I was outside my dad's house. I think I was smoking a cigarette. I don't know what the fuck we were
You
smoking.
were cool
back
at
then.
one point?
Yeah, I was cool.
I do remember that. I do remember
I
that.
was dipping for fucking
You know
20
what?
years.
Yeah,
bro.
yo, I know.
So,
I know.
we'll
Wearing
straight
your
as
turf
that.
shoes around and everything.
Yeah.
You know, with those sick calves you got there.
So Perno calls me up and he goes, Carlucci, what are you doing tonight? I said, I don't know. Well, you know, like in that movie Rudy, a little TV, whatever. And he goes, I want you to come into the city with me. I'm getting paid. Yeah. You still had that, like, I'm a fucking celebrity, you know, I'm a famous reality star, blah, blah, blah. You're like, I'm doing an appearance, it's gonna be great, blah, blah, blah. I said, fuck, sign me up, let's go. Yeah. Went to your house, and I was in your basement where you filmed all those shots. And we were having a good time, we were drinking, blah, blah, blah. There was a girl there too, right? Somebody else was there.
I gotta be honest with you. I don't recollect much from that night.
I have pictures, I gotta show them to you.
Do you?
Yeah, we look so fucking young.
You have fucking pictures?
Yes, I have about 10 of them from that night.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
bro?
I'll send them to you.
What's my name, Skip?
I think I sent them on text to you.
You sent them on text? Who says that?
On text.
I sent them on text.
You said who says that.
You said on.
So this is no joke, man. So we're in the car and we're coming up to the GW Bridge and now we're stopping. And every fucking car going to the GW Bridge is yelling, Tommy! Cheeseballs! Holy shit! And I'm looking out the back window and I'm going, dude, you really are the real deal. And I'm not here kissing your ass. I'm giving you props where props due.
It was big. It was big.
And I said, I can't imagine like what this kid goes through. Like everybody on that fucking road knew who you were.
Dude, I thought it would be a hit, but never in my wildest dreams that I think it would become what it did.
But it's like the movie Rockstar. If you ever saw that with Mark Wahlberg.
I don't think I saw that.
Oh, you got to watch that because then you'll call me and be like, "Yup, it's exactly what it is." So we walk into this bar. They play "Don't Appreciate Me." Everybody's going fucking bananas at you. We're having a great night, and the rest is history. A huge fucking brawl. Me and you got in a big ass fight, an argument, and then we didn't talk for 16 years.
That's correct.
Okay. Now I will tell you,
Regrettably so.
and regrettably so. You're right because I always said, you know what? For a year or two, I was like, fuck him, right? Then I was like, dude, he's my friend. Like, why we fought? We got a stupid. I was helping you out. You know what I mean? It was a misinterpretation of the night. You got mad because I said something to you, and whatever the fuck it is, the rest is history. Okay?
You can't do that. You can't introduce a topic, give your opinion.
You could say whatever. You could say whatever you want because
I felt you betrayed me that night.
And
you took the side of the crowd instead of my
I said
side.
something to you that
I got jumped and I got my fucking face split open outside. Without you there.
I became
and
a
then you're
bouncer
telling
that
me
night.
to calm the fuck down.
I
and
said,
stop
calm the
being
fuck
an
down.
asshole.
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm the one who got fucking fucked up.
Only because, and I'm going to tell you.
You played to the crowd. That's what it was. You played to the crowd.
Because I worked at bars. I worked security. I did what all these guys did.
I don't give a shit.
I knew what these
What
people
about
were
what
doing.
What do friends do? This ain't about you being a bouncer.
What I was doing.
What does a friend do when that happens?
When we were inside.
You know what a friend does?
Who had your back when we were inside?
Let me explain to you what a friend does. A friend
Who had
goes
your
back
back?
to back with that guy and says, well, let's take them all. We leave in an ambulance together.
Okay.
We leave in a hearse together.
Okay.
Or we leave in a car together and go get beers.
Who had your
But
back?
that's the only way
Who
we
had your
leave,
back
bro.
inside that bar when everybody was going fucking crazy and we were all fighting? I was the only one who had your back.
Probably the fucking
When we
14
came
chicks that
outside.
were on me all night.
When we came outside. Okay.
Dick.
I remember.
Give me some pussy.
I remember. We'll hug and kiss after this. I remember. Me and Tommy have been in like.
You give me some ass.
By the way, we've been in like 10 fights. We never actually hit each other. We really have. I remember one day we were swinging, but we missed every
You were
time.
swinging for the fences in your living room, bro, one night.
We were big time. But that night, and I admitted to you, you didn't like what I
That
said.
house smelled like shit.
Yeah, I know it did. Dunmore, you got hit, and you had blood all over your fucking shirt.
Yeah, bro, I had to tie my guinea tea around my head to keep my
And
head
I'm
together.
watching people just going around corners, coming around cars. They're all trying to fuck. And you're yelling, fuck you. Of
course I am, bro.
Of course I understand that. But I said, Tommy, stop. Like, it's just
Stop
us.
being an
I
asshole.
said, stop being an asshole. And then
Let's
that was
go.
it. That was it.
Like that, yeah.
I don't think that was earth shattering that I said, stop being an asshole. Let's go. Because you were yelling shit at them.
Listen,
You were also putting me at
But
risk.
that's not something you do in a public setting like that. Like with my brothers in the club.
Okay.
So we'll address it when we get home, and we'll tell you where you were out of place.
I don't disagree
But
with
at the
you.
time when we're out, it's a united front always.
I don't disagree with you.
Because anything else shows weakness, and you know what? They immediately knew that we were that there was a separation between us.
There was 20
and
of them.
and that's when I was getting in. All of a
There
sudden,
was
everyone's
20 of
taking
them.
running shots at me.
Okay.
And I took them off.
But Tommy, you got to understand something.
And so, yeah, I'm telling them to come back
I was
and
in the
fight.
middle of the street throwing fucking people in the middle of the street.
Here we go.
What you have to understand is I was thinking about what was going on. You weren't thinking about it. You were just saying, come at me. I'll fuck you up. And I was like, Tom, stop. Let's just go. I was just being the voice of reason, bro. I was it. And I said, yes, stop being an asshole. Let's go. And then you were like, asshole. And you got pissed.
You can twist it.
That's
listen,
what he said.
My
It's
perception.
fucking exactly what happened.
My perception. It doesn't matter anything else about that night. But when you look at the facts of what exactly
Did I
that
not
are
have your back
that are
before
not
that?
in dispute.
Did I not have your back before that? Just admit it to me. Tell me that I did not have your back.
I believe so. I don't
Okay.
remember much of the
I
night.
swear to
told you that
God,
before.
I swear to God, when
But
you
at that
left
point
me,
in time, it doesn't matter if you had it for
when
most
you
of the
left
night.
me sitting in the rain,
Did you have it for 100% of the night? Because that's the problem.
well
have
after
it
you
for
left,
99%, that's a problem.
After you left, I didn't have it. But when I walked back, I swear to God,
So what percentage would you say you had my back?
on my to fucking 100% until you got mad and you took off.
So
And
then what?
you started, and then I walked on my mother. I walked back and I said to the bouncers, he just left me here. And I said, let me ask you guys a question. I said, did I not have that kid's back? And I swear to God, they go, Greg, if you weren't here, he would be dead.
Call him up.
I don't know their names. Wait, hold on one second.
Let's verify.
Hi,
it.
Steve.
Let's verify.
Yeah, yeah. Remember that night?
Notice how he went to the gay voice right away. Hi,
Right.
Steve.
Well, that's what we do. Steven.
Hi, Steven. This is Gregory.
Can you protect yourself? 100%. Can I? You didn't like what I said, and I just let it go. Like, we let it go.
I think
That's it.
You have valid points. I think in the setting of what happened that night, I think
I was thinking more of
at least 8 out of 10 people, 8 out of 10 men would say that you were loyal almost the whole night.
I think you have a different.
But when we got outside, you weren't.
I think you have a different
And that
opinion of
changes
loyalty. I do. Because
maybe
of
I
a
do.
lot of it. No, I'm not saying that in a
Maybe
bad
I
way.
do.
I'm saying
What's your definition?
my definition is my loyalty to you that night was to cover your ass because you were
How
very,
well did you do?
Very well. I did very well until the very end when you fucking lost your mind on me because I said
I lost my mind.
Stop fucking being an asshole.
I was already split open.
I know.
By how
and I
many
didn't
dudes?
want you to get hit again because people were running at you.
While you're 30 feet away from me yelling.
No, I was standing right next to you. You don't remember this. I was holding on to you. I was like, come on, let's go.
So you were holding on to me when I got hit?
Yeah, I was holding on to you.
Were you?
Please, I love you, Tommy. Stop
No,
it.
but were you holding on to me when I got hit?
No, I was fighting 50 other fucking people in the street.
50?
Yeah.
Wow.
Probably. All right,
That's
I'm
impressive.
exaggerating.
That's impressive.
A couple.
This is real bad.
All I will say is that it was wild. I was sitting on the seat in the bar, and all of a sudden I just turn around and it just, boom, I see that. Boom! And I'm like, oh my God, Perno is not fucking lying. Guy just came up to you.
Oh, yeah.
You beat the shit out of him, just saying. He came up to you.
it was, you know.
Did you have words with him?
No. No, I was sitting on the couch. And
That's when I realized what
came
you-
running around in VIP room. Just came running.
Why?
Right,
Because he
so-
wanted to tell everybody that he fought.
That's okay, but I ate him. I ate him for lunch, bro.
Now, did the
But
girl?
then you know everyone else comes in. Hey, you know what? Numbers are numbers, bro.
It was
You know what?
amazing.
I'd gladly take the fucking beating.
You're good.
Because you know what? They didn't want to shoot the one with me. None of them did.
Did that girl
Whatever,
get
it
hurt?
is what it is.
Did that girl get hurt?
What girl?
Remember the girl who threw the party?
Oh,
I thought you said she got hurt.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She was hot too.
I don't know. I was too busy getting my ass kicked outside.
There we go.
But he was
I
doing a
wish
great
we
job
had fucking video cameras back then because I would have filmed the bouncer saying it to me.
Listen, you opened the door tonight, bro.
That's why I want to open the
Take on
door.
a life of its own.
Because we didn't talk for 16 years because of this.
I know.
And that's the fucked up thing. But
I
I will admit,
I still see anger in your eyes over it. So let's get it all out.
what I noticed about you.
Get it out.
What I noticed about
You
you.
want to be held? You want me to hold you?
Come here.
I'm
Listen,
kidding.
you didn't do your social media. You said, right? You didn't control it.
I had my.
I reached out to you 3 times since 2015. I wrote Tommy, bygones be bygones. Let's get
He just
together.
started doing it when I did the podcast last year, but before that, I mean, I really didn't check anything. I didn't have.
You didn't ever see my messages. What I'm saying?
No,
because you immediately acknowledged my message and you just said, "I don't know that you fucking messaged me," and I was like, "Wow." I was like,
I did not.
I thought
did
you
not
were like,
see any of them.
I thought you were still pissed. I was like,
You know
"What
how
is
many
up?"
messages I used to get though?
Yeah.
An email. I mean, dude, I shut down MySpace. MySpace was before fucking Facecock. Fucking bullshit.
What's it called?
Facecock.
Facecock. That's a great. We should start something like that.
Yeah.
Be billionaires.
Facecock. Paint a face on your
Everybody
cock.
you don't like, all the haters, all the trolls.
Yo, paint a picture of Tommy Cheeseballs on your dick.
So, do you like the Tommy Cheeseballs name?
I fuck no.
Do you think it's
I would have rather listen. They call me Tommy fucking
How did-
saucer. I don't
did
give
you-
a fuck
was
what
that-
it is. Like cheeseballs,
But-
because I fucking like them.
was that self-imposed or somebody just called
No,
you
somebody
online?
no. It all started one jerk off online
Because you were late at night
because
going,
because
my Cheeseballs.
Because I come back after the fight. Yeah, after the cop gave me the ticket, and I'm that night I was fucking. I'm at Steaks Unlimited with my foot up on the fucking counter.
Yeah.
I'm on the phone here. My hands are on my balls, and then a cop's writing me a ticket. And I find out, I fucking tell him off, and I came back and somebody took my cheese balls. So I'm like, where are my cheese balls? Where are my cheese balls? And next thing you know, fuck the internet, but that shit went crazy, and everybody, that's what it became, Tommy Cheeseballs. Believe me, I you know, as you can tell, I manscape. You know what I'm saying? I'm good, bro.
We all do.
And every
Do you
bitch
prefer
knows my
Tommy
pheromones.
Guns?
They all know my pheromones smell good. Right? Seriously.
Do you
I
prefer
know you
Tommy
feel it.
Guns? Or
Well, Tommy Guns is who I am in the 1% of the world.
that's who you are?
Yeah.
So you don't ever say I call you Perno. I asked if it was okay. You said it was all right.
Of course.
You're not known as Perno.
No.
It's just us. It's
So it's either
Winslow,
Guns,
it's Clark.
Guns or Tommy Guns.
Yeah.
It's
So when you hear Perno, you think of like
I think of
Tank.
close. Yeah, close.
Yeah.
People that were really close to me for a long time. Like, you know, back then. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's called me that in a long time, but
And when you and you do when you have your life and stuff like that, but do you have any connection with like good friends? Do you feel like anybody's got your back besides anything else that you may do? I'm saying like in terms of just your friends, do you feel like anybody's got your back?
I mean, I wouldn't say I really have many friends, for sure. The ones that I do, I absolutely think do have my back. I know my brothers do. But you know what? I got my own back for the most part because I gotta be away from my daughter.
Yeah.
You know, but you know what? I always have known that you know what, you have my best interest in mind, and I don't want that to get misinterpreted. I do know that we could have a disagreement on perception or whatever.
We always disagree. We fuck around. In the end,
I love and respect you.
And I love and respect you. And in the end, we're always gonna fight. We're gonna have our little dick swinging.
Because you're an asshole.
Exactly. So
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
But I think all of our fighting is out the window. That's like our 20s. You know what I mean?
Is it?
Yeah. Nah,
Is it?
come on. You don't want to. I'm just,
No. I got a minute of fury for you, bro.
What I'm impressed by is at this age, you have more energy now than you did when you were fucking 20-something years old. I'm impressed by that. I can't believe it.
Well, I don't even, really know. I just, my life was such a roller coaster when my wife died. You know what? I mean, just depression is a motherfucker. I mean, I lost weight, like it was just falling off me. I couldn't eat. I mean, I couldn't, and I got thrown into a situation where all of a sudden now I got to raise a baby. I didn't know shit. I went to work every fucking day. I didn't know shit. All of a sudden I got to give her baths. I got to fucking do her hair. I got to fucking get her ready for fucking preschool. I got to do all this shit that I never fucking did before.
Now, how did you meet your wife? Like, did you?
So I worked. I it's crazy. They say this shit only happens in porno. So
your life? Come on.
No. But it's true. So
No,
anyway, She worked for an insurance company.
Right.
And I decided my body had taken enough beating from being a Mason, and let me take a break. Let me try something else. So I go to work for this insurance company, and she, ironically enough, was my field trainer, which she chose me. You know why? Just look at me.
Yeah. Just like we started.
No, so
she look at me.
So she started training me in the field. We immediately realized how different we are from each other. You know, her following the guidelines like a robot, and me, you know, it's teetering on it. Whatever. But you know what? We were friends first, and then you know what? It just took on a whole nother turn, and you know, she was the first woman in my life that I trusted. And
now you hadn't met a girl since the show. She was the first one that you fell in love with?
What's that?
Was she the first one that you fell in love with since the show?
Yes. Well, I mean, you know, I would say I fell in love with Michelle.
Okay.
And I, you know, I was so fucked up in the head at the time. I didn't treat her the way she should have been treated. And for that, I'm sorry, because she was really a great girl. That being said, what was next? I forgot.
You ended up meeting your wife.
Oh yeah.
And then how long were you married for?
So we were married for almost 4 years. Almost 4 years. On my daughter's 3rd birthday, she shot herself in front of me.
It was big time, man.
Yeah. So, till next time.
Yeah, that's something that we're going to talk about next time. Exactly. Because I'm not trying to tell you I want to talk about it, but you know, I want
to tap it.
I want you to. Is there anything here? I want you to get it off your chest because I know it's something that, you know, fucked you up and bothers you.
Yeah.
And
of course. You know what though? You know,
you've had a real life, my man.
Survive. If you can survive some shit, sometimes things turn around for you, and then you know it's so fucking hard. And then you know I learned something. You know I kept saying to myself, my life is there's darkness. I'm walking around in the dark, like I'm in a fucking endless tunnel. And I said if I just keep pick a way, just go one way or the other fucking way. But if you keep walking, eventually you're gonna come to some light. And I mean I don't even know how I survived it. You know, it's almost 5 years ago, and if you asked me then, would I be here now? There was no chance in hell. You know, never mind still raising my daughter and her being, you know, good, smart, successful, and everything else, you know. I never would have believed it. I never thought
you could choose not to answer this, but is your daughter at the age where she starts asking questions?
So she you know, she knows some things. There are certain details she does not know, like the birthday thing, you know. But I do know with social media, it's going to come out eventually. I don't want that to ruin every birthday for her.
Right.
But nevertheless, you know, people are pretty creative online. They can find out a lot of shit, and there are people that know. So, you know what? I'd rather be ahead of the bullshit than behind it, you know, and defend myself. But that's the way it went down.
Well, Tommy, we're going to do this again many times because you live close.
In the same night?
Yeah.
You didn't have.
No, we're going to go drink now.
You didn't have that reboot.
But I got to go home. I got to go home and piss.
You didn't have that reboot time last time.
I have to tell you, I don't want to put it all into one show because there's so much more to talk about.
There's a lot more to talk about.
You know, me and you.
Plus, you get to see me. I get to see you.
Exactly.
Get drunk because you don't ever answer your phone. Why don't we talk about that real quick?
Well, how do we put this? He calls me, I don't answer. I call him, he doesn't answer. And then
Of course I don't.
And then he calls me at 10 o'clock at night.
Fuck him. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. I'm looking at it every time like, great Carlucci. Fuck you, bro.
You know what's funny?
Fuck you. I say it out loud.
I was telling,
you know I do that.
But
you do the same thing.
I know.
I know you.
I wasn't.
I was in a meeting. I was in a meeting too with my fucking piss on.
You want to know what I was doing? I was getting a massage.
You were getting a massage.
Yes, I was getting a massage. Sometimes you got to do that when you got.
But now listen. This is the guy who saved my life. He's got my back, bro.
Because I didn't answer, I was getting a massage. So did they leave? There they go. Oh, they just went outside.
Are you having a sidebar conversation, dude?
Yeah. So anyway, John.
Yeah. So you come.
Wait, hold on. I want to do this. I always get these when I have cool guests. No, you got to hold it.
Okay.
They got the shot.
Okay.
Man, I got 50 more fucking thousand questions for you, but I'm not going to do a 3-hour show.
Whenever you want, bro.
All right, so you're going to come back. We're going to do this. I'm back. I'm happy that you're back in my life. I'm happy that you're doing well. You got a lot of shit going for you. You got a lot of things going on in your life. I'm glad you're still alive. I'm not gonna lie.
Pretty surprising, huh?
Yeah, I was kind of like, whatever happened to that kid?
You're
What's
gonna be
going
the first
on?
one to die out of all of us.
But oh, thank you.
No, me.
Oh, I think so. Okay.
Me.
I'm
probably a little hard to kill.
I saw
An iron stomach.
I saw a video of you saying, I'm back, I'm this. That's what got me. Somebody sent it to me. Who the fuck sent it to me?
See, so we shot that as a joke. You know, my cousin's, he's like, look, a lot of people keep looking for you and everything else, and I wanted no part of it. And so, crafty motherfucker, he gets me wasted.
I'm going to film this. I'm going to ask you. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I don't know where I was anymore. See, you can't break my flow like that.
I know. Well, you did good. You were 99%
I had my
the
thumb
whole
in
fucking
Greg's
show.
ass,
Yeah.
and I was fish hooking him.
Is that the gloves right there?
And then what happened? Oh, you went to the hospital, got stitches in your ass.
Are you bringing it back? I'm filming this.
Am I bringing it back?
Do you want to bring it back? Is this what you want to do? Because I want you to.
You know what? I'll tell you
I think
this.
we all do.
I'll tell you this. I think
these Jersey Shore assholes. I want you to bring it back.
I think tell them the story of my life.
Right.
The show captured a minute, not even a minute of my
A
life.
hot minute.
You
didn't think that was funny, did
I
you?
run it down real fast. I was a product of a rape. I was put up for adoption before I was born. Mm-hmm. I was first 7 days of my life in a hospital by myself. I was adopted out of Tucson, Arizona. Flown back to New Jersey. When I was 8 months old, I'm being walked in. My grandmother's pushing me in a stroller on East 54th Street, and car went out of control, nailed me. The stroller collapsed. They thought I was dead. Multiple concussions. It's not where it comes from, asshole. Anyway, broken leg. Everything was fucked. I was in bad shape. I survived it. And then
You're meant to be here, Perno.
well, from there on, there's just so many things that I've been really rough. But
You got a lot to offer, my friend.
the bottom line is,
It's not just all about this fucking true life bullshit. It's not about this other stuff and
Not even
anything in
close.
your past or your situations. You, like we all say, and they said in the fucking show, and I think it's been beaten, dead horse, whatever the term is. You got a soul. You got a heart on you.
I do.
That's greater than most people, but your exterior is more fucked up than most people in this world.
That's because of my heart. It's
Exactly.
because of my passion.
Well, I'm kind of the same way, but I'm not wearing a bandana right now. You look
No, because
you look a
have that
little
good
more
hair.
badass.
You have that good hair. Fucking asshole. And
I'm trying to look at your eyes all night. I can't
You
see.
have that good hair. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, stop it.
Seriously.
Now,
Look
you
at
liked
that.
when I had long hair the other night, right?
I
cut it 3 weeks ago.
I did because I was able to pull it when I was banging you. You know what I'm saying? Now what I grab
Wait,
on.
hold on. So I'm filming. I'm going to shut this off. You got personal, but do you want to bring it back? You do. Not as like a joke.
So I want to bring it back, but in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to tell my whole story.
Not like it. Yes.
Not like one chapter or one page of a book. I want to tell my whole story.
Did you ever see? You watch Netflix, obviously.
Sometimes.
Did you see the Manti Te'o story? Do you
No,
remember
I
him?
haven't. I haven't. I didn't see that yet.
You ever see him
He
from
was
Notre
a
Dame?
linebacker.
So he was. This is exactly what you're saying. Okay,
Yeah.
he was, and there's a lot of documentaries about people. He was in Notre Dame. He had a fucking relationship with some girl online, and it was this gay guy that was pretending to be a girl.
I remember that.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it fucked up his whole entire career and everything, right?
Hey.
No, but I'm just saying.
But
the guy had the girl. He had a girl talking to him. He totally thought it was a girl.
that doesn't mean shit.
I find it
They
kind of
could have
weird.
been shopping buddies.
But I'm saying I find it weird that he never met the girl. He never talked to her on video for a year and a half. But you always had this like notion about him, like what the fuck is up with
Something
that?
wrong with this guy.
And they did a documentary on him, and like then you sit there and you go, God damn, like he didn't have control over this. Like I
so
probably
you
would have done.
see-
You see everything, and you realize that like he is a human being, and he didn't do anything wrong, and it was just the media fucking his life up.
Yeah.
And this is what I think. This is great. That's why when I reconnected with you, I was like, you know what? I don't want this Tommy Cheeseballs. I don't want this Jersey Shore. I want you to come out and say, look, anybody who's got, any type of perception of me, like, obviously they say you're looking for your wife and all this other bullshit that you were talking about. Tell your story now. Tell them how fucking MTV sucks. Tell them how MTV fucked you over and how they don't care about people. It's all about entertainment, just like politics and all this other bullshit.
I would forewarn anybody that would do any kind of reality show to, really do their homework. They have, any reality show, you really have no editing rights. You have no power, and shit like that. So. No.
And I'm not, again, I have to say this as a disclaimer. I'm not saying anything bad about MTV, but they did put you in somewhat of a bad light that I know that you're still pissed off
Fuck
about.
you, MTV. Eat a dick.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.
I don't need you. Fuck you.
You're my boy.
You're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
So,
upend it?
I'm going to wrap it up.
You're going to wrap it up?
Yeah.
I'm clean, bro. I'm clean. I swear to God, I'm clean. What do you mean? What do you mean? What, you going to wrap it up now? You did last night. What do I got?
Yeah.
Do I have gonorrhea?
You're clean.
Or is it syphilis?
Yeah, how did you haven't caught anything since college?
Syphilis, how it hurts when I take a piss. It started with just a kiss.
I got my first HIV test at 18 because I was trying to get life insurance.
You've been tested for AIDS?
I was so fucking scared, dude.
I know, because you can't fucking ant monkeys, bro.
No, I mean,
fucking monkey, you get it.
You hooked up with so many fucking people. You're like, oh God. And I didn't know. They didn't give me the results.
I was never worried about it. I didn't hook up a lot of gays or.
Here we go.
Monkeys.
The gays. I don't know where that comes from. Just because I did the voiceover for Grand Theft Auto 4 that we'll talk about next time.
Do a little research, because that's where it came from. That's where AIDS came from. Banging monkeys.
I know.
Banging monkeys.
That's where the monkey virus is coming from.
I thought the monkey virus was.
Do you have the monkey virus too, Perno?
Not yet, but I'm looking to get it.
I'm looking to
You know
get. I'm sure he
it?
is. He probably is. This kid's out there with a beer on the street going, "Where's the monkey virus?" He's gonna do it tonight. Anybody got the monkey?
I guarantee we'll find somebody who says they have it.
Let's go party.
I love you, brother.
Love you too, man. We're gonna do another show.
Yeah, man.
Carlucci Show.